Here are my 10 reasons to get the S10 Lite, and the first one is display. 6.7 inches of Super AMOLED screen, deep blacks, punchy colors, intense brightness, and super crisp screen resolution. It is nothing less than the best that you can get in this price, with the exception of a 90Hz display, which you only get with the OnePlus 7T. Now coming to the second reason is performance. You get Snapdragon 855, the most powerful processor last year, 8 gigs of RAM, and UFS 2.1. All of these combined together deliver a pretty powerful experience. You can play games like Asphalt 9 and PUBG in really high quality or high graphics setting without any issues. However, the OnePlus 7T does have a better processor and a faster internal storage, so it's definitely got a better performance level as compared to the S10 Lite. Next is battery and charging. This is the battery to beat in this price with a processor which is quite powerful. 4500 mAh is quite a lot for a day, even for the most intense users. And to charge it fast, you do get a 25-watt charger in the box, and it is compatible with a 45-watt charger that you can separately purchase from Samsung to charge it even faster. Next up is the 48-megapixel camera, and that's something to really talk about. You get very high quality photos with plenty detail, and some of the best low-light photos I've taken with a smartphone in this price segment. And you do get the ability to shoot 4K videos. Now, I've taken plenty photos and I've made all these photos available for you to download and evaluate the quality for yourself. So the link is going to be in the description below. And since we're talking about camera, the next reason to get the S10 Lite is SSOIS, which is Super Steady Optical Image Stabilization. It's essentially a hardware feature that's built into the lens to allow you to take super stable videos and photos. It's almost like attaching your phone to a gimbal. And when you're walking or you're running and you're shooting a video, you'll get extremely smooth footage. And it's probably never been introduced in any smartphone in India, so definitely something to look forward to. Now the next one is Samsung Pay, and the S10 Lite has the full version of Samsung Pay. It's clearly the most underrated feature of any Samsung flagship phone. Essentially, using Samsung Pay, you can use your credit card or debit cards to make payments without actually carrying them. All you have to do is store them, and whenever you go to make a purchase, just tap your phone on the side of any machine that swipes a credit card and it'll happen. You don't even have to carry your credit cards and debit cards with you in your pockets anymore, and I think it's really powerful. Next, hybrid SIM tray. And I love this thing about Samsung. They always give you the choice of whether you want to have 2 SIM cards or you want to have 1 SIM card and 1 micro SD card to expand storage. And just having that choice empowers the user to have it, their way. So that's, I think, a really good reason to have the S10 Lite if you want to expand storage beyond a certain limit. Next reason is ergonomics, and while the build quality of the phone is not that great because it's made of plastic, but holding the phone and using it for long is actually quite enjoyable. The device actually grows on you over time, and you start to realize just how pleasant it is to hold and use despite its size and weight, given it's got a massive 4500 mAh battery. Next is the very fact that it's from Samsung. They're a big company, they do all their R&D in-house, and they're capable of producing really highly reliable phones, and they've got great after-sales support. All of that comes at a cost, and that's essentially what you pay for when you buy a Samsung phone. And lastly, I think the price is quite a bit of a feature in itself. I mean, the fact it comes from Samsung, it belongs to the S10 lineup, and it's got pretty good performance specs. Then 40,000, and then you get a 3,000 cash back. So effectively, 37,000, I think, is very good value for money deal for the S10 Lite. Oh, and if you're comparing it to the OnePlus 7T, then the S10 Lite does offer a couple of things that the 7T does not. For example, the ability to add micro SD cards so you can expand storage. You've got Samsung Pay, you get a slightly larger display, you get bigger battery capacity, and you get super steady OIS. So yeah, 4 or 5 things that the S10 Lite does have that the OnePlus 7T does not. But yeah, OnePlus 7T is a performance monster, and the S10 Lite cannot beat that. So it really boils down to your preferences. If you really, you're a Samsung fan, you need that super steady OIS for really smooth, shake-free videos, and you want to be able to expand storage, sure, go for the S10 Lite, and then I've given you 10 really good reasons to still have that. So that's it from me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Hopefully it was helpful. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel.